Hello, sports fan. This is Steven here with Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the top 5 NFL receivers going into this season. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Looking at this season here, you have a lot of talented guys that have played the game of football at the wide receiver position. A lot of guys from different skill sets, backgrounds, everything. And this year, I think you have one of the most talented cream of crops is when it comes to the top 5 NFL wide receivers. I'm going to be bringing you the top 5 NFL receivers that not only are going to make big waves this year, but are really going to stand out. So we're going to start at number 5. He's one of Buffalo's best weapons. When you look at Josh Allen, this is his best friend on the team. When you look at what he's able to do, I'm talking about Stefon Diggs. The ability to run routes, the ability to get open, even when he's double and triple covered, still make game-winning plays, still make game-winning drives. Stefon Diggs is not only doing it, but he's carrying the Buffalo Bills. Each and every week, you see him come with 100 yards. You see him come with multiple touchdowns, big plays when they need it, moving the needle on 4th down and 3rd down, making this Buffalo Bills team productive on offense. That's what he's doing. You know, Stefon Diggs is marking it out, and he's been one of the best NFL wide receivers for the last couple of years. And I think he's going to continue that path this season. Coming in number 4, you're looking at Ja'Marr Chase. When you're looking at Joe Burrow and his ascension into one of the most elite quarterbacks in the NFL, not only is Ja'Marr Chase a big part of that, but Ja'Marr Chase's rookie season, remember those numbers? I think that last year he struggled with a lot of hip injuries and a lot of lower leg injuries, and you got to think this is only going to help him propel better because this offseason he's not dealing with that. He's fully healthy. He's going through training camp and he's being able to be himself. I think that bodes well for him studying. That bodes well for him practicing on the field with Joe Burrow. And you got to think this Bengals team has a lot of different weapons around them. When you look at Boyd, when you look at T. Higgins, when you look at Mixon at the running back position, they have a lot of guys that can essentially help Ja'Marr Chase get open because he's going to be double teamed. So when those double teams come and they don't get there in time, he's going to get the ball from Joe Burrow. He's going to get plenty of opportunities because he's a great number 1 wide receiver. And that's why he's coming in at number 4. Coming in at number 3. Tyreek Hill. Not only was he having a phenomenal season last year before Tua got hurt, he finished with one of the best seasons in Miami Dolphins history. One of the fastest players in the NFL, being able to throw on the burner at any point in time. Tyreek Hill can throw up the deuces and be going to the house on a simple 5-yard route. So you got to think, he's not only helped Miami become better offensively, but he's helped change the culture offensively for the Dolphins, and they're looking forward to him having another 1,000-yard season. Himself and Waddle, that tandem, they're going to make a lot of people miss. They're going to have a talented roster. You look at the likes of having Jalen Ramsey on defense, so practicing against that every single day is only going to make you better. And you got to think, Tyreek Hill, he can play any position he wants to offensively. He's a gadget guy. So he's going to get the ball in his hands more than just wide receiver position-wise. But I think he's going to set a lot of different records for the Dolphins this season at the wide receiver position. So that's why he's coming in number 3. Coming in number 2, we got to go out west. When you look at the likes of some of the best receivers ever, he's a combination of speed. He's a combination of also pizzazz and the wiggle, the ability to be able to get in and out of his cuts, being able to set up routes and set up players on defense to make them look foolish. I'm talking about Davante Adams. The ability to not only, even when you have Derek Carr as your quarterback, but when you have other guys who are not named Derek Carr and still have a productive season. When people say that you can't have a season without Aaron Rodgers, that's all pro, and you shut them up and you do it anyway, when you're productive, no matter what quarterback's throwing it to you, that's Davante Adams. He's able to come up with big plays. Each and every time he's played on the big stage, you see him popping out. You see him making big catches, making big blocks, making big contributions to the offensive side of the field so his team can win. That's a big part of his game, and it's unselfish as well. That type of energy in the locker room is going to be infectious. It's going to help those younger guys become better. And before you know it, you got another Davante Adams popping up and another Davante Adams popping up because they're learning from one of the best to ever play it. And Davante is unselfish, and he's trying to make sure that Raiders know he wants to win. So you see him this offseason speaking out about some stuff, and that's because he wants the ball in his hands more so he can make plays. That's what I feel that is. So that's why he's at number 2. And lastly, coming in number 1. This kid has been special since he came into the NFL. He's been special since he was at LSU. He's not only showed you, he talked the talk and said he wanted to be the best wide receiver in the NFL, and he also is walking the walk. If you look at last year and the way he was able to keep that Minnesota Vikings team in so many games, from him making big plays, him making catches on 3rd downs, him making game-winning drive catches, him making catches that put the game away for the Minnesota Vikings. I'm talking about Justin Jefferson. With the threat of losing Dalvin Cook on the offensive side of the ball, Kirk Cousins has not too many options to go to. So you got to think, he's going to have Justin Jefferson, and that's his safety blanket. He's going to throw the ball to him even when he's double covered or triple covered. I think that Justin Jefferson has shown us that he's not only just a one-play pony or a one-trick pony, but he has the ability to go out there and run a full route tree. He's the ability to be the #1 receiver and also lead this Minnesota Vikings team. With no Adam Thielen there, it's his show to go. With no Kirk Cousins being the big captain over the team anymore, it's his show to go. So I think Justin Jefferson takes a leap into mentorship of the team and leadership as well. And I think the Minnesota Vikings have the best wide receiver in the NFL right now with Justin Jefferson based on what he did last year. And I'm looking forward to him having a great season and healthy and staying in the top 3 conversation. So, are you NFL fans? You like my list? Do you hate my list? Get in the comment section. Tell me what you think about my top 5 list of the NFL wide receivers. Now let's get the debate going, all right? I'll see you on the next video.